Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Net General, and today we are launching on episode 1 of our Total War Warhammer Immortal Empires beta campaign, and we will be playing as Archaon, the Everchosen, going up against the World of Order in Total War Warhammer 3. And to kick things off, I thought we'd just start from a classic old cinematic, from where it all began, Total War Warhammer 1.
The old world is weak. The mortal nations flounder in their own incessant and petty wars. Ignorant of what truly awaits in the north. I come before the mighty Archaon as a mere minion. For now, at least, the gods' favored champion chooses to hear my advice. I pray to the dark powers that I do not fail him. Despite such a risk, I urge my master that now is the time to march south. The Northmen grow restless. We must harness that and send the tribes in a great tide southwards to flood the old world. Archaon himself, chosen of the gods, will lead the hordes of chaos as we despoil the lands of men and dwarfs. No soul, no matter how blackened or pure, shall see salvation.
It is time! We march south! Let the quivering fools know we come to tear down their nation, slay their kings, and ravage their mortal remains!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick things off here with our Archaon campaign. Immortal Empire beta, let's go.
My prayers are answered.
So over here we've got our exalted hero, Prince Ograx.
Glory awaits.
He can join in our team. And let's get Archaon fighting our first battle against these Slaanesh forces here, shall we? Let's have a look at our army. We've got the man himself, Prince Ograx, 2 Chaos Warriors, Halberd of Khorne, 2 Marauders, Hellstrider, Chaos Knights of Tzeentch, and a Spawn of Nurgle. Let's go fight the battle.
Kill them!
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got our exalted hero and Archaon in the middle. They will be charging up against this Slaanesh force once they eventually get going here. Up here we have our Halberds of Khorne looking excellent as they march towards battle. On the other side, we've got our Chaos Warriors making their way up the hill. A bit of a steep incline for us, but we're going for it. 2 units of them. We've got our Spawn coming in behind them. And past these guys, we have our Marauders coming up through the woodland here. And there's 1, 2 of them. And on the far right there, you may have seen our cavalry. Let's go have a quick look at them. We're going to be hiding them in these trees just until the battle starts, and then they'll loop round behind the enemy. In terms of the enemy, we have the devoted Marauders of Slaanesh here, and then we've got the Demonettes over here along the line, a couple of units of them, and then the Marauders Spear variant, and then we've got the Hellscourgers with spears. They're going to be anti-large, so we're sending the Halberds up against them. As our unit finally starts to make it somewhere, we've got our heroes coming out on the left-hand flank as bait, looking to lure in those cavalry, and they won't do much against Archaon on foot and the exalted hero on foot as well. So we've given the hero the attack order, and on he goes. And everyone else is just slowly advancing. Here comes the enemy cavalry. They are going to send us flying, but we get a counter charge off of the halberds. The two heroes and lords are on the floor, and the halberds are doing pretty well there as Archaon charges in. Now the cavalry tries to get away, but they run straight into our unit of Chaos Warriors, which isn't exactly what we wanted to engage them, but if it's going to pin them in place, that would be great. Charging down the hill, we have the Demonettes just against our Chaos Warriors. They probably got the better of the charge there, but with our Spawn coming up to back up our Marauders against their Marauders, should really tilt the balance in our favor there. And just to the left of the screen here, we have our Hellscourgers charging past our Spawn into the unit of Demonettes behind. And there we go, we can see them there. They've completely devastated them. That's a very big charge. And we have our Knights of Tzeentch coming in and helping out on a rear charge on the Marauders here. Now, these two rear charges are really going to destroy most of the enemy's infantry as Archaon drops metal from the sky on his enemies, again, completely decimating one of their units. And at this stage, really, it's just down to basically their lord who's hanging on and some dregs of a couple of regiments. But for the most part, those rear charges and the magic has dealt with most of our enemy forces today. As we have a look at Archaon and the Exalted Hero fighting their general over here, with a couple of stragglers still fighting alongside her. And now it's just really a Spirit Leech, the new Spirit Leech animation looking great there as it sucks the life out of this general of Slaanesh. And Archaon showing off some of his new animations. Great stuff. I wonder if that was Archaon who knocked over the Exalted Hero, or that was a move from the Celestial Demonette. But she is going to meet her end here at the Sword of Art as she's decapitated by Archaon. And that, pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the battle there. Alright, there we go, guys. First battle, Archaon getting off a few good spells there. 1,000 of gold value, 145, 254. Any other stands out? 196. They were just in on the Marauders, the cavalry, doing a bit of cleanup. But on the whole, good result from the whole team there. Hopefully got some experience from Marauders, because we will have to be upgrading them soon. There we go. We get our unit early, the one that's most closely associated with your Chaos Lord. You will get quite early in terms of regiments of renown. And so let's get a fortress first, because we can't recruit them until we do that, I don't think.
I'll have this world. Spirit of Morka.
Get the magic spells in for Archaon first.
Now the end times come.
And some training to keep getting better with our Exalted Hero.
My prayers
Okay,
are
the Rivering Fortress. Let's just auto-resolve this one, I think. Didn't lose anyone. We got the War Banner. Occupy and Vassalize. And now we have control of the Cull, which is great news. And we can free that up for them. They already have this down here. We might want to subjugate these two guys, I think. Yeah, if we head that way. There's a lot of stuff to do. As Archaon, preliminarily we're going to focus on really consolidating our power in the north, first of all. Another upgrade. Let's go for Burning Head.
Excellent.
And let's build a couple of the buildings here. Now, if you guys aren't familiar or haven't seen anyone else's videos, let's have a quick look at the buildings we have for our fortresses. And we have the tribal garrison, which will lead us to basically marauder units, marauder chariots, and marauder horsemen. We have the Fighters Lodge, will give us warriors, so we can skip marauders in terms of the warband upgrades later on. And what else do we have over here? And then we have the Spawn Cave and the Monster's Lair, which will give us trolls and spawn. Over here we have the Manticore Den, the Dark Cavern for giants and dragon ogres. This is our Mage Tower, the Chaos Shrine, the Shaman's Temple. Mage upgrades over there. Chaos Knights. And then just recruitment bonuses for Chaos Knights and recruit ranks for everything as well. Favor for all buildings. Here's our security. Stop chance from plague. Find the Skaven undercities. And here's our walls and stuff. And then the final column, we've got money, we've got growth and replenishment, and we've got a bit more money, but this time from vassals. So I think to kick off, we're going to go growth and we're going to go money. And now Archaon shall rest. After we do some research. Ooh. Let's have a look at our gifts of chaos. We've got 2 undivided gifts. Now, in my experience, there's a few here that you want early on. You can get access to Furies, which are pretty helpful, which is good. You can get some defensive bonuses from the Ruinous Bulwark. You got the Raider's Raiment, which is great. Actually, you're probably going to want this one early on because Marauders are easy to recruit. You get a unit experience bonus. I think that's after after we research this first tech, they'll get that unit experience bonus. But it also helps them with casualty replenishment and gives them a melee attack buff. The rest of these are all locked for now, so let's get that one. And then we have to wait a turn before receiving another undivided gift, so we'll do that next turn. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Had a bit of a glitch, but we're back up and running. Alright. Let's do some recruiting, because we're going to stick around here one more turn just to heal up. Poison dogs are helpful. Couple more marauders. Let's get the Chaos Knights. Let's get Archaon's Chaos Knights. The Swords of Chaos. And let's have a look at the Paths of Glory for our Exalted Hero over here. So this gets him upgrades. End your turn in the friendly region, -50. Lose a battle and survive, and win battle with 2 Chaos Knights units in your army. Okay. Can devote them to Khorne or Nurgle. We'll decide that later.
For chaos.
Now we can move. Our territory is quite big here. And I think we will do that, actually. Heading to the Monolith of Bubonicus. Alright, that's the turn. Now, I think the main thing for Archaon here, guys, is that what we want to do is try and maximize the use of our vassalages. So you can either subjugate people, which will help you out, or you can vassalize them. The Norscans are much easier to vassalize, but these actual sort of demon god factions, like the Howling Burning, or whatever it is over there, and this Nurgle one over here, are better you'll need to subjugate them, because then you'll get access to demons a bit easier. Otherwise, the only way we have access to demons is through our gifts. And it can take a little while. Ooh, yes, please. And it can take a little while to get some of the higher end demons in terms of gifts. So you're better off preserving one of these factions and subjugating them. And then when they build up their settlements, you'll be able to use the ally outpost mechanic to recruit demons from them. But for now, do we want to stay in our... We can't get there. Let's try this. It doesn't get us much closer. I don't know if that'll do it, actually. I think we have to take the hit. We'll just go straight for it. Okay, we'll probably gift this one to our vassal to get them a bit stronger as well. Let's have a little chat with our vassal here.
Fellow warlords converge. Do the
Yeah,
Kurgan and
trading,
Tormund
pay me
south?
some cash. It's not much, but I'll take it.
In agreement.
And then we have, that's it. Unassigned skill points. Go for Blade Master.
For chaos.
For Chaos. And there we go. These early turns with a Chaos faction will really fly by, as they did in Total War 2, to be fair. Now, there's been a lot of chat about this vassalization factions over Confederacy, and I don't think it's as fun as being able to control all those Chaos legendary lords at once yourself, just being able to order them about. It fits thematically and story-wise with Archaon, like he kind of just assigned certain generals and they'd go off and do their thing. But in terms of just fun to play, I'd like to be able to play as all of them at the same time, rather than come back and play what is, on Immortal Empires at least, more or less the same campaign 4 times to try them all out at once. I think that's really the key, in my opinion. I know other people think differently on this, and a lot of people are enjoying the vassalization system, but for me, I prefer a confederation system, and I might make a new video explaining how I'd like that to show up. If you're interested in seeing that video, let me know down in the comments below, guys. Because, yeah, I have some thoughts on it, and it could be really interesting depending on how Creative Assembly go about it. But without further ado, should we fight this one manually? Yeah, why not? Let's get a good look at some of our units and have a fight. And off we go on our siege of this minor settlement here, as the Archaon the Everchosen leads on foot, charging into the enemy stronghold. And we've got our Hell Cannon just firing away at the enemy cavalry. On the right hand side, we have another unit of Chaos Warriors, some Spawn, Marauders, and our Exalted Hero leading up the other flank and the other entrance to this stronghold. To the left there, as we see, we have the cannon firing at the cavalry, and we have halberds coming in, closing in on them, but that'll take a while. So let's go over here and look at our cavalry. We put them on the other side, hoping for an opportunity to run in if the enemy formation ever allows. And at the moment, they have spears there in the way. And on the left-hand side, we had our help. They were just completely unopposed, ran into the thing. Not much capture weight to them, but we were trying to grab this post a bit early as the enemy begins to move in their general direction, with the enemy general heading towards that cavalry unit. Then we have Archaon leading the charge as the halberds come in. We're going to have some magic coming down, as well as the Hell Cannon helping us out, as the Everchosen shows off his moves, just hacking and slashing away at these demon riders. There we go. And that, for the most part, breaks the enemy as they run away, and it clears the path for our warriors to come in through this entrance. as a hell cannon shot, I guess, comes in and deals a little bit of extra damage on top. Now, our Hellstriders have finally got their enemy general to catch up. We thought we'd take him on for a bit. We thought we'd have bigger capture weight. But I think in the end, he ends up having more capture weight than our cavalry unit, so that this is all a bit of a waste of time. We end up pulling out of this engagement as the spears close in on us from the enemy. And down here, we have captured this point with the cavalry, or we're about to, as they come in. Not quite yet, with the enemy infantry still there, as we charge in. With those annoying towers coming up. Really not a fan of the towers, I have to say. And here we go. That's the cavalry charging through. Up here we have the spawn coming round. They were largely unopposed on the right-hand side flank there as they just come up the hill. It's just a matter of whoever gets up there faster, or these twisting alleyways to get into the center. Archeon himself down there. I think the rest of our infantry got caught up on a unit that rallied. And here's our cavalry just slashing away at these marauders. And it should be short work, with the most annoying thing, again, being those towers. And they break eventually as well, giving us this point. And hopefully that is the end of the nearest tower as well. Or maybe that one's attached to a different operating point. Maybe we haven't taken it yet, but we soon will. As you see, we pulled back with these guys, but they were getting shot. So we're trying to think about moving them back in now that the enemy spears and the enemy general have moved. Try and capture that point down there. And the enemy are just... The AI is not really sure what to do, and it's kind of just sending people any which way as we close in from all directions. The cavalry coming up this side on the left. Probably going to be the first one into the town center. We do have a couple of infantry units down there who will be making their way up. And we see the points that we've got. The one on the left there. We're moving up to some infantry to capture the one in that corner, and we've got that one. And here comes Archeon and the cavalry at the same time into the middle. A couple of spears are threatening, but they don't seem to want to move in. The AI just leaves them outside of the box as our exalted hero just tries to tangle them up and gets involved. Just trying to solo these two units of marauders. As the bombardment from the towers continue. And our exalted hero continues his work of massacre as he's confronted with the enemy general, but the enemy general isn't doing too much to him that we should be worried about. And it all comes down to this middle. We've got some marauders backing up our exalted hero finally, giving some help. Archeon gets in, but I think he pops out of... I think the animations actually take him out of combat at some point. And he ends up not being able to fight anyone, which is a bit of an annoyance. But yeah, you see there, and I think we missed that during the battle, but he kind of just stands there for a little bit until we get him back involved. And Archeon's still just showing off on the side as the exalted hero is the one doing all the work. As the enemy general tries to make more of an impact by going against the marauders than our exalted hero. But at this point, I think we do have the central victory point, as you can see here. So it's just a matter of time until we win this one, really. They're not really trying to move in aggressively or anything like that. They're just teetering around the edges, not doing much of anything, really, in terms of the AI. But we do get to see some gore with the blood pack being shown off, some blood spatter, some arms coming off, some heads being dislodged. It's all rather delightful, and more blood for the blood god. As our marauders are holding their own against the Slaanesh marauders. And Archeon took himself out of combat there. I think we may have had the Guardian stance on, or Guard stance on him. We should have taken that off. So completely my fault there, a bit of an error on me, but I think I was just watching the Exalted Hero do his work. As the enemy bombardment continue to come in, and Archeon doing some magic finally to help out. And it does hit our own units, but we do that. We Spirit Leech the enemy general. Again, of that wonderful effect that they've redone in the newest update for Total War Warhammer 3. That goes, and pretty much most things are breaking at that point. That's the Spears gone, or the Marauders gone, and then that's the enemy general gone. And so we are victorious yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that wasn't too bad. We did lose quite a few of the Hellstriders to that tower, just because... well, frankly, we forgot about them for a little bit. But, yeah. I hate minor settlement battles. I hate the pop-up towers. I know I haven't really come out and said my thoughts on the new siege mechanic, but it was good... When Total War Warhammer 3 first came out, I was really happy they tried to do something. But this is like a multiplayer mechanic or something. This isn't... It's just not fun. It's just not fun having towers pop up all over the place and then just do more damage to you than the entire enemy army in a minor settlement. Let them maybe set them up beforehand, and then you can adjust your strategy to how you want it. Like in Rome 2, where you'd have the defenses you could put up. That's a much better system, I think, for me. But that's just, again, my personal opinion. I really don't like the pop-up towers and stuff, and the walls just being a hassle just in front of you when you're about to go into the town center. It's just annoying. And like, against another player, I could see how it would be fun. But against the AI, it's just a pain in the arse. And it's just making something take longer that's not any fun. That's all it is for me. Let me know if you guys love it or hate it down in the comments below. It'd be interesting to get a general take on it. I know some people seem to like it. I'm just not a huge fan of the mechanic. Let's give that to our vassal. There we go. And now, where are we going next?
I'll have this world.
Down here, I think. Interesting. I think that's a Skaven tribe down here. We have to finish off this enemy anyway. We're not going to have an enemy to our back, so this is the direction we are going. Let's double move.
It is decreed by me. The gods direct me.
We're replenishing at an okay rate. None of our guys are experienced enough to be upgraded in the warband upgrades. Let's get Archeon some more magic. Let's go Kindle Flame.
The storm of chaos gathers.
Now, what do we want? Recruitment minus cost. Slowing down enemies. Hero action chance. Less siege. Local warband replenishment for undivided marauders. That's not great, not really needed. I think we'll do that just in case an enemy does come by. It'll slow them down, give us a better defense. More of a chance to get back and help out at the moment. We found Boris.
Our watch can never end.
Being a pain in everyone's behind. But for now, we will just go to research. We did the scrutiny of the gods, more experience for marauders. Unlocks upgrades for Forsaken, for Chosen, for Chariots and Hellstriders, and then Diplomacy. Don't need any of them yet. Let's go for the Chosen upgrade.
Now the end times come.
And that... Oh, let's go to Undivided. We never got the second gift. Whoopsie. Okay, what do we want for the second gift? For now, we don't have a lot of choice, so it's either defense or it's the Furies. Let's go for the Furies. They'll be handy to take out any artillery, although we're probably not going to bump into any of that for a little bit yet. Carl, let's actually sort out the camera. So, allied factions, off. Enemy factions, hero action, off. Fastest. Neutral factions, hero action, off. Fastest. Okay. Okay. Another Slaaneshi leader there. What should we put this banner on? No, why not the halberds? Okay. Just gonna auto-resolve this one. Now we could subjugate the Slaaneshi faction, but with only one... But with only one settlement, they're not really going to upgrade that much, so we're not going to get the benefit of a lot of those units. So we're just going to gift it to the vassal.
For chaos!
Now I want to come around here. Now I think these are Skavens areas. And so we're going to give these to our vassals, and then give the keep the capital and of Carrick Drum, and leave that to the Skaven. I think that's what we're going to do. Because we will eventually get access to Skaven artillery out of a big capital building. This was a smaller settlement, that's why I didn't bother doing it with the Slaaneshi.
There'll be a reckoning. I am the chosen of the gods.
Let's go this. Dominating presence, get some more experience coming in. Not a lot, but every little bit helps.
Excellent.
We'll leave the Khorne faction here to deal with Boris. If he becomes a problem, we'll send our vassal after him.
Spirit of Morka.
Okay, that's it for this turn, I think. Unassigned skill point. Yes, Deadly Blade, I think. Yeah, there we go.
My prayers are answered.
Upgrade, excellent. Money's okay, not brilliant, but okay. We'll need some more souls in a bit, 350, losing 100 a turn. Okay, we are charging around the corner.
Go now.
Here's the border of our territory. Let's just go straight up to it.
Forward unto slaughter.
Now, which way do we want to do this? Probably Pillar of Skulls. Maybe not, actually. Probably Tribe Slaughter, Pillar of Skulls, and then come down to the place. Yeah, that's the order we're going to go in. Nothing to do. End turn. Now, the end turns are still flying by. There's just a lot of factions, and it does slow down later on in Immortal Empires. when you get the larger faction, I'm not sure, the overall time probably takes about the same, but the individual factions will slow down as they get more and more stuff to deal with. What do you want? A non-aggression pact? No, I'm coming for you later. So we are going to have a look at these Skaven.
Most masterful of
What clan are they?
I'm told you want to talk. How disappointing.
Nope.
I was
We'll deal with you later. You're currently not a vassal for anyone yet. So we'll try and get to you. What I want to do here is...
Sirius eye guides me.
Our clan will rise.
Let's go this. Let's do that.
Moving. The storm of chaos gathers.
We'll leave that army. Hopefully our Norskins can hold on for themselves for a little bit. If the Skaven head up north. Here they are, 2 settlements. Okay.
I lead.
If they only have 2 settlements, that means that is just an empty settlement. Okay, that's good. So, we take this from them. Then we come down here to Carrickdom. That has to be one of theirs, right? Yeah, I'm guessing it is. Okay, they only have 2 settlements. That's what we're doing. Ah, interesting maneuver. I suppose they didn't expect me to be about to go to war with them, so that's probably a thing. Let's go to our guy. Yes, please. Troll, a dog, and a couple more orders.
Yes. Bring corruption.
Yeah, there's no way. What army is this? Ooh. Okay. This might be an actual challenge. We have enough stuff to deal with that, I think.
Ravage them.
And we call our allies in. Let's go to war.
Kill them all.
Whoa! What was that movement? Okay, they're taking attrition now, and we get to move in on the settlement. So we'll do that.
My destiny lies this way.
Small amount of forces in there. Decisive victory low. We'll just take the Ultra Resolve there. And I think I will occupy this one. We're not going to occupy it for long, but bear with me here, guys. I'm going to occupy this for a bit, and then give it back to the Skaven. Once we subjugate them by beating them here. Now we have a turn. We can either build this, which will give us good bonuses. Yeah, individual resource settlements like this do give you some pretty good bonuses overall, but that's not what we're after at the moment. We just want replenishment for now. Is that the best replenishment building? Hold on, I didn't even check. That's just walls, yeah. Let's go for replenishment.
You dare?
Do dogs, 1%, 20% for them. We'll see what we get next turn. A giant might be interesting at this point. Got 2 more spaces. Let's see what we find. What rank do you guys have to be to upgrade again? 5. Okay, you're only rank 2. Got a while to go yet. Okay. Research. Profane weaponry. Campaign movement. Yes, please.
The storm of chaos gathers.
Alright, let's see what this Skaven army does.
What?
We will go on... Spirit Leech. Alright, why not? Okay.
Now the end times come.
Training.
For chaos.
Now, I don't know, I can't remember, I don't think I've mentioned this yet, guys. In terms of the end scenarios, I've turned it up to the maximum difficulty, and we've got 1 turn of warning. You can change that to up to 20 turns. What are you doing? Why would you not go to your main city?
A quest has been issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons.
Okay, one of our item quests popped up, Slayer of
While
Kings.
the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
Okay, advisor. Technically, I think you should probably be dead, but that's a separate issue. Why did you go over here?
I'll move.
Is there no one in here? They have to be in there, right? 45. 45 and rising.
I am the chosen of the gods. Syrians.
It's not the end of the world, because if we can just take this army can't get here now. And I'm guessing they're in here rather than in there.
Are you a god?
But we take that, we subjugate them, they get to keep their army. It's not the end of the world. Unless they settle there, which would be a problem. Could occupy this. I think I can give this back to them if I occupy that as well. Okay, we'll see what happens. Some more growth, or do we want money? I think money would be good. We can do both. Let's get the walls up. There we go. And turn. What are the Skaven gonna do?
Speak through your meek
Offer me peace.
mumble your pity.
That makes sense, but no thank you. Why can I not see where they move to? Interesting. It's weird they didn't show me the army. Are they in ambush?
No.
Okay. We don't lose anything, so I'm going to take this auto-resolve. They did settle that level. God damn it. Okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Our plan can still work. Now we are going to be a bit more hurt than I probably want to be. Okay, we can take this. Bam. We didn't actually recruit them. Let's get them. You guys can merge.
Dominance.
No marauders. Interesting. Okay, we'll just leave it there.
You dare?
I don't really want to build anything here because we're just going to give it to the Skaven anyway. Just trying to be their friends. It's just silly. Why are they making it so difficult?
Excellent.
I'm trying to be their friend who just tells them what to do, and they have to pay me a tribute to.
Ah, the slaughter begins.
Silly Skaven, don't know what's good for them. Okay, let's just end the turn.
Speak through your meek mouth.
Boris, what could you possibly want?
Murmur
War?
your pitiable
We know a war
words,
already.
so I can use them as a lash to flay your soul.
Yeah, okay. Alright, Boris, we'll come for you eventually. Okay.
There'll be a reckoning.
My little Skaven friends. Let's try. Where's the... I can't... In the woods, I can't see where the... So that's the quickest way. That's tribe slaughter. That's tribe slaughter.
Yes.
Okay, we still get another turn of replenishment.
The spoilers come.
I think that's fine. Unless we get any more marauders and we can just fuse the ones we have. No, just dogs. Great. Not that helpful. Okay. Building upgrade. Don't want to do that. And turn. Okay, let's hope this works. Hope that an army doesn't pop out of there or anything. Okay, we got our movement.
Syrians are
Okay, come on, let's make this the end of it. My Skaven friends. Very low, there's a lot of bodies there. Their towers could do a lot of damage to us, so I'm going to take the Altar Resolve. Who should give the Scarecrow banner to? My knights? Yeah, why not? Okay, now hopefully we can subjugate. Yes, thank you, my Skaven friends. Now observe what a benevolent master the Everchosen is.
You have warpstone, yes, yes. Lovely,
You
lovely.
can have
warpstone.
both of those, my little friends. Okay, let's start with this one. There you go.
What? Yes, what?
And now we might wait so we can get this trade agreement. But they're going to go up very quickly to 78, so we're going to get that anyway. So let's just give this to them now. Pillar of Skulls. Balance it out. There you go.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now we have a subjugated Skaven faction. That will get us artillery later on. And I think, guys, that will do it for this part of part 1 of our Archaon Chaos campaign. We are still consolidating our power in the north. We are going to be marching up to... what should we do next? I think we have to put Boris down. Because he's going to kill this Khorne faction. So we're going to put Boris down over here. Try and subjugate the Khorne faction. Maybe move on to the Tzeentchian faction. And then we have some good representation. Then we have easy access to demons. We'll have access to Skaven artillery once we get these outposts up. Which, on that note, Let's see if we can do that now before we end this episode. Here we go. Build it in the big one. The fortress. Now for you, where should we build it?
Tribesmen, gather.
This is more to help them defend rather than me getting anything good out of them in particular. Don't know. Let's have a look. Let's go for the Monolith. Alright, so tune in. Next episode, guys, we will be heading against Boris. So look out for that episode. And as always, guys, a huge thank you for watching. And I hope to catch you all on the next one. Alright, guys. Bye.